Mr. Sarah?
You want me to read that explanation?
Yes.
Okay. As part of the FY 2018-2019 budget process, Board of Supervisors approved the funding of a Career Development Program, CDP, for Warren County Sheriff's Office effective January 1st, 2019. The program was initially presented by the Sheriff's Office at work session on October 3rd, 2017, and subsequently discussed in FY 2018-19 budget work sessions. I don't recall that, but review of the program was also included in the county's RFP for a compensation and benefits study, with a request for the successful consultant candidate to make final recommendations for placement of the program into the county's compensation plan. That review was completed by PayPoint HR in conjunction with the Sheriff's Office CDP Committee and the county's Human Resource Manager. The CDP includes a thorough application review process criteria, including education and training, community service, years of service, and performance. Successful progression to the CDP includes the following percentage increases. Okay, Deputy 1 to 2, 2.5%. Deputy 2 to 3, 5%. Deputy 3 to Master, 10%. Communication Officer 1 to 2, 2.5%. Communications Officer 2 to 3, 2.5%. Communication Officer 3 to 4, 5%. While the funding was approved as part of the FY 2018-19 budget process, Board of Supervisors actions as requested officially include the CDP and the county's comprehensive plan effective January 1st, 2019 to coincide with the funding approval. Cost and financing, no additional funding necessary, including FY 2018-19 approved budget. So we make a motion, then we can have discussion. Okay. I move the Board of Supervisors approve the implementation of the Warren County Sheriff's Office Career Development Plan into the county's comprehensive plan effective January 1st, 2019.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, the reason why I pulled was that I know we had a discussion about this at work session. Must have been October 3rd, 2017. And I was hoping we could have more input, at least I could. I was hoping our board would. And sir, Jodi, would you like to come and explain more about what you know? I wish we'd had a work session on this.
Right, when we had the work session, the original work session where the information was presented, I believe it was discussed in the
Back
budget
in October 3rd,
presentation.
2017.
Yeah, after that.
Okay.
Then, of course, we just had the presentation with PayPoint, which just touched on that.
Yeah.
We were able to meet following our PayPoint presentation to clarify some issues, to have some input from the Sheriff's Office on the items, what we had tasked the consultant with reviewing, and that review was subsequently finished. And we just needed to make the official motion to make it a part. It was included in our RFP to fund it as it was presented based on the consultant's review.
Right. I just remember when I was on town council, we worked, we had a lot of work sessions back and forth through the Master Police Program. And I talked to Mr. Stanley right before this meeting. He said they used that kind of like as a template
Absolutely.
to do this. So
Very, very similar.
is that, so is that the idea is to give reward to those who go through special programs? And
Yes, I think you had the application process in your packet. It's pretty comprehensive with what's required. There's also, it has to be kept up. So there are consequences if people fail to meet their certifications or don't complete all of their community service assignments that they have to, or if there are evaluations that don't meet standards or disciplinary actions. So there's a lot of upkeep with the program. Just because someone achieves that level from one section to another, it's up to them to keep that up. And the individual employees have to apply for it. So there is a process. That's why there was a committee implemented, a career development committee by the Sheriff's Office that approved the applications as they go through.
right. Because the idea, my understanding was we being the Sheriff's Department was losing even some of our deputies to the Cornwall Police Department. And that was one of the things that Sheriff McKeithen was concerned about. And so we definitely want to address that. I just, want to make sure that hearing from you and the public's aware that we're trying to address those issues.
Exactly.
And also, give appropriate increases to those who are making by performance an increase in pay.
Okay, if I can just make a comment. I read all that, and it's very detailed. And manufacturing, most plants, does the same thing. You take up a welding class, you take up a machinist class, you increase your salary. There's percentages to do that. So this is great to see this happening.
Sure. And
It's
here's
a
my
good thing.
plug. I hope it happens for other departments as well. Just the beginning, obviously. So the Sheriff's Office being the largest department, we like to see it progress throughout the county.
Amen.
Right, and one of the things that Sheriff McKeithen shared was that the beginning pay compensation that they had initially for deputies and so forth was good, but then it was later on that we were losing the surrounding jurisdictions. And so you're very well assured that this addresses all those issues.
I'm very hopeful. I'm very optimistic. People obviously leave for all kinds of reasons, but this has been something that's been talked about for a long time. It's been asked for throughout, so I'm very optimistic.
Help the county grow.
Yes.
Can we have a roll call, please?
Excuse me. Mr. Carter?
Aye.
Ms. Gladys? Aye. Mr. Chairman?
Aye.
Mr. Sayer?
Aye.
Mr. Fox?
Thank you. Okay, is there anything else to be discussed?
Mr. Chairman, it was brought to our attention by one of the intrepid reporters out there that in the motion for the career development plan, it was kind of misspoke where it said county's comprehensive plan and it should have been compensation plan. And so if I may revisit this, this was item 2 under the consent agenda that Mr. Sayer pulled. So I don't know, Mr. Sayer, if you'd like to remake that motion? Or
First, we need to do a motion to reconsider.
Motion to reconsider, please, item 2.
Motion to reconsider
That's a motion, right?
Item 2 on
You made the
consent.
motion.
item number 2.
I'm making the motion to reconsider first.
I'll
We have-
second that.
Okay, I'll second it.
Okay,
Or agree.
we're good.
Any discussion on that?
Notice that, we just need to clean up the previous motion, and that's why I'm asking for reconsideration.
So we have to vote on that.
Yeah, right now it's just on the reconsideration.
Okay?
All in favor?
Aye.
Mr., do you want to make the motion?
Why don't you?
Okay. All right, this is in regard to the career development plan for the Warren County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
I think we're all in favor of it, but I think it was just kind of easily done, misspeak. And I think that the motion should be, I move that the Board of Supervisors approve the implementation of the Warren County Sheriff's Office Career Development Plan into the county's compensation plan effective January 1, 2019.
Second.
Any other discussion on this?
Just that was an easy mistake to make since we had all sorts of things dealing with the comprehensive plan. With Karen, I still think she did a great job reading the vision statement. But yeah, that's why, it was an easy mistake to make. So we need to clean it up.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Next, public presentation. Ms. House, has anybody signed up?
No, sir.
Second call, anyone care to speak? Third call, anyone care to speak? This time is closed, and if there's nothing else to be brought forward, we're adjourned.